Welcome, everybody. We're here today with Irini Hara and myself, Mitta Wise, and we are just going to tell you a little bit about ourselves. So, go ahead, Irini.
Thank you for inviting me to do this exchange. I'm very thrilled. It's nice to be with you, Mita, and I'm actually curious to get to know you better, as well as also those who will watch this kind of forth and back interview. Let's call it like that. So, tell us, who is Mita Vicky Wise?
Well, a lot of things. I'm originally from New Zealand, so I was born and raised there. And I feel very lucky because my mother always used to tell me that everybody's equal, maybe not in circumstances, but in inner value. So I bring that to my clients. I grew up in New Zealand. I was a registered nurse. And then I moved to Australia. I lived in Perth for 3 years, and that's where I became very holistic, very meditative. I lived on a meditation community. So that when I finally came to Los Angeles, which was a complicated arrival, it took me a while. But when I finally got on my feet, let's say in Los Angeles, uh, it was an easy shift to become more of a holistic practitioner at that time. I became a hypnotherapist, eventually a reflexologist. I did energy therapy work and all sorts of things, which brought me to where I am today, living in Los Angeles as a empowerment and prosperity coach and hypnotherapist working with women. And I work with women who basically to help them bring them towards clarity, courage, purpose, vision, those kinds of things.
So, you have been on this journey of personal and I also suppose spiritual development for several years.
Yes.
And how do you feel now to continue on this journey? What changed for you?
Well, it changes all the time. I feel like I sort of morph every couple of years. I add something, I change something. And I still love my work. I've been doing it many, many years. And like I said, it sort of changes a little, transforms, but it's still supporting others, helping others to find their dream, to find their niche, to find their clarity, to find their courage, their purpose, their prosperity. And mostly I work with women as well. So I still love my work. I'm a meditator myself. I go to India every year. So yes, I'm still on the journey and we're all still on the journey and I support you as much as I can.
And I know you have several offerings and even trainings or courses to propose. Would you like to speak a little bit about those?
Sure. Couple of things. I've opened two new beta programs. They're both 30-day programs for women. And one is Prosperity Jumpstart, and that's a private program, a one-on-one. It's only $97 as a beta program. So it's crazy prices, but you're going to get the same value. And a lot of change can happen in that 30 days. And I support you all the way. And the other one is a group program, and it's called the Courage Corner. It's a 30-day group program, a beta program as well for $49. So these are two beta programs I've pulled out. If you're ready for one of these and you want some transformation, this is the right time. Take advantage of it. And those are basically my two offers right now. I also have a new school group, which I'd love for you to have a look at. It's school, SKOOL.com/wealth is waiting/about. So those are my offerings right now. There's always some main offerings and things, but those are my current ones.
We actually met on school. We connected
You did.
through the communities that are on school. And this is a platform that is also new for me. I think I entered around March. Would you like to speak about why this school community would be different than maybe a Facebook one or any other type of groups that we have nowadays? Because there are so many
Right.
social
Platforms.
platforms where we can
Right.
be visible.
Well, school's amazing. I find it very engaging and active. you can do a lot on school, especially as a school host, but also as a school participant. You get so much value. And as a school host and as a participant, there are affiliate opportunities when you refer other groups, when you start a school community or you offer to other people to start a school community. So there are affiliate opportunities. There's a lot of engagement, a lot of learning because we have a classroom category and there's a lot of learning in there that you can do, a lot of offers that you can see. Some are free, some are paid, so it just depends. But that really is a great community, right, Irini? I love your group as well.
Yes, I've been a little bit less active lately because I discovered Substack and I'm trying to improve my YouTube channel in parallel. So I was juggling several improvement actions, to say like that. And
Right.
school, I continue to upload things, but I'm a little bit slower then, but I go back soon.
Do you want to tell us
Um,
a little bit about you?
yeah, if you think that you already did your part, to say like that.
Well, I'm going to say, oops, I'm so sorry. I'm
Yeah,
going to say a quote
yeah.
that I love. I'm going to share that with you, and it's by his name is Wesley. And let's see, his name is John Wesley, and the quote is about good, and it says, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can." And I love that quote, and I just wanted to share that with you.
Thank you. That
Yes.
is very good to hear.
Yeah. So
We
now go ahead.
always need to get remember about this part, you know.
Yeah,
Me
right.
too.
So tell us about you. Who are
Yeah.
you and what brought you here today and all of that?
Yeah, so I answered to your call. I thought it was very nice to have this opportunity to exchange and to make a short video to introduce ourselves and what we are doing and what we offer. I'm also on this path for now more than 12 years, but it's 10 years ago that I started to do more facilitation work and to share what I knew with other people. And I started when I was in Portugal. Now I'm in Norway, in Oslo. And at the time, I was in a very small, it was almost like a village. It's a city, it's an UNESCO site also, but it's very small, but it's important for Portugal because it has a big university. And I was working there because my main background is in science and for research and cultural heritage. And a few years before, after my son was born, I entered into this path of the shamanism. I connected with plant medicine and all these sorts of ceremonies. And this opened me something. Somehow, I think I was guided to actually open myself to the world of women's circles. And the first circles I organized were in this city, and I called them circles of witch women. And interestingly enough, after I started this activity, I discovered, and it was a Brazilian woman who came for a workshop in the city, I discovered that in that place there was a legend about the witch of Evora, who seemed to have been a very powerful woman many centuries ago. And I didn't know. So for some reason, I thought that that was not a coincidence. I think the guidance was to bring back this energy of the witch woman, of the wise woman, of the woman who does good to whom needs and to herself too. And then into 2016, I moved to Norway, and it's been challenging also. So as you did, also you transited from New Zealand to other places around the world. I also had this several times in my life, but this time was the first time I had a child with me, and so it was more challenging. And he was still small, only 3 years and a half, and there were some suspicions that he might have some issue, some developmental delay that later resulted in a diagnosis of autism. So there were many things happening also for me that made that transition difficult. But nevertheless, I didn't want to stop with these activities because I felt it was important also for me as a foreigner in a new country to create community. And this was also a modality. And it's been difficult because I didn't know anyone here. But slowly, slowly, for several years, I did these activities and women were gathering. I actually created projects around this. I made a documentary. I made a womb oracle of Mary Magdalene in collaboration with several women here in Oslo. So things started to progress. And then since 2018, my path went a little bit deeper regarding my own self healing journey through accessing family constellation and trauma therapy. And this brought me to many, many discoveries, many aha moments, some of them quite painful, but useful because it's changed the way I see myself and I know myself and I connect with myself. And the big breakthrough I have was 2020, the year of the pandemics, because in that year I saw the opportunity when all the people were a little bit tired or confused, not knowing what's happening. I said, okay, I'm going to do something about it. And I launched myself online. Is when I discovered Zoom, and this helped me connect with people from all over the world. And it was a year when I overworked. I really worked a lot. So after a few years of working and working and working, then I had to slow down for a little bit. And yeah, it's been a journey and it's still continuing. Now my son is a little bit older and he's growing up. There are other challenges with puberty and all sorts of transformations. And I'm also in perimenopause, so I'm also challenged with this new initiation for a woman life. And I recently had actually a health issue that I managed to solve quite quickly. And I'm very proud of myself because all these investments that I did in terms of money and energy and time into my own personal development and healing paid off when
Great.
I was confronted with new situations and difficult ones.
Great. So what are you currently, how do you currently serve women and what are your current things that you're offering?
Yeah, I mainly serve women. Sometimes men also hop on the
Right.
journey if they resonate with my energy. I'm used to say that we all come from the womb of the mother or from the womb of a woman. So at the end, we can all relate to a certain extent in our experience and interactions. I have many different modalities that people can work with me. I have not been very active with group workshops. From time to time, I do them, but not so often anymore because of my life situation being single parent and with this health situation lately, I had to reduce. But I work mostly individually and with mentorship programs. And there are different types of sessions because I'm certified in different modalities. So I do family constellation, art therapy, trauma therapy, shamanic healing, sound healing, and womb healing. But I can also work with kids. I already had some people who wanted their kids to work with me and even kids in my family. So from 7, 8 up to 14, 16, 18, if we still consider them kids at this age, they can also, if they need to clarify anything or if they need therapy for a special situation, I have methods for this. The mentorship programs mainly two, but I'm now opening probably for after summer a new training that includes mentorship, and this will address only facilitators. So practically there will be three offers. One is the regular mentorship program of 10 sessions over 6 months, means 2 sessions a month, and is the cheapest way to work with me because then we can cover 10 sessions with different modalities for different intentions or topics over these 6 months, and it's a progress that we can notice after this time period. And the price is on my website under shop, but I think it's 750 euros because usually an individual session is a little bit more expensive depending on the time or the duration and also the typology and the tools I'm using. Then I have a special mentorship program of 9 months that is only for those women who feel the call to embody the priestess archetype, and it's called Reclaim Thy Priestess Self.
Mm.
This is 999 euros, so almost 1,000 euros. but it's for 9 months because we do the spiral and all the steps of the priestess path. It is quite original because combine 6 sessions that are of the choice of who wants to enroll. That means that you can work on with any modality I offer and with every topic that you wish. But then 7 session, you do them under my guidance with specific topics that relate to the priestess path and to the way you relate and you embed inside your experience the practices. It's very experiential also. And then this other program that I'm now preparing, this is called Facilitate with Ease and Flow. It's for all types of facilitators, from the one that are less experienced to the more experienced one. Again, it's not an unusual training for facilitators because I'm not teaching how to facilitate. What I am teaching, and that makes the training original, is what is to facilitate yourself as a person, and then before you are a facilitator for others, and then what is a facilitated field. Because working with constellation and accessing the what we call the morphic field, I've learned a lot about how the field actually interacts and interferes in our lives, even when we hold space for others in individual or group setting. And many facilitators nowadays, or even facilitators programs, they don't have this understanding because they don't know the field the way I know it. And the facilitation field is part of this wider morphic field. And the real clues where we can actually improve the way we facilitate and avoid unpleasant situations or conflicts or entanglements or whatever we want to call them, is to understand the processes of transference between the two fields and how one can influence the other. And this will be only for 3 months because I want to be a group, a small group from minimum 4 to maximum 12 people. Many online, maybe if I have participants from Oslo, part of the sessions of supervision can be also done in hybrid mode, in presence and online. But I would like to have an international group as I usually do. And it's only 333 euros. So 300 for 20 hours of 20 or 21 hours of program. It's a short program because it's mostly an introduction. It's a pilot project. That's why maybe in the years to come I can evolve into more months. But for now, I will be curious to see how many are interested and what we can co-create, because it is a co-creation. And then I have the school community, as I spoke about. There are also some of these offerings that I have on payment, including the mentorship for the priestess program. In the community, it will be nice if you are interested to know more to subscribe, because then you will have access also to free resources that are in the classroom, and also to other contents, because I usually also include a lot of my YouTube channel contents that might be readings, that might be just videos with reflections on different topics. Sometimes I do promotional materials like I did for the Women Festival I organized online. I hope to be able to have the next edition next year, so I will be soon launching the call for facilitators too. And yeah, there are many things happening actually. I also like to write a lot, so a part of my time is taken by writing, and that's why I'm on Substack regularly.
Great. Well, I think that's good for both of us today, but we just really wanted to do an introduction and let you know who we are and what we do and what we offer, because we love to support you, right, Irini, through your journey
Yeah,
of life and beyond. So I wish you all the best. I hope you can make the most of both of what we offer here, and we can put our probably our links below, and you'll be able to access
yes, we
this.
can share contacts links
Yes,
in the
yes.
description of this video.
Yes. So thank you, Irini, and thank you for me.
Thank
And
you, Mita. It was
yes,
very nice to make this exchange. It actually was
yes.
very interesting.
So you'll see us around. You'll see us more. And thank you for listening. Bye, everybody.
Have a nice evening or day. Bye.
Bye.